Hello friends, welcome not just to another week, but the last study for this quarter's lessons. Before we begin, I want to thank Cynthia for leading alongside me. Our lesson this week is entitled God's Love and Justice. Our memory verse comes from Romans chapter 13, verse 8. Owe no one anything except to love one another, for he who loves another has fulfilled the law. When I first read this passage, I couldn't help but think how often we separate love from the law. In many of our minds, love feels warm and gracious, while law sounds strict and inflexible. Yet the Bible insists that these two go hand in hand, so much so that loving others is said to fulfill the law. To understand why, let's go back to the Garden of Eden. Though God hadn't yet written the 10 Commandments on tables of stones, the principle within them were already present. Principle based on love. Adam and Eve were to love and trust their Creator, and also to love one another. Think about it. What would it look like if they had chosen to ignore these principles? We saw a glimpse of that with the fall, and the brokenness that followed testify how vital God's loving guidelines are. Fast forward to Exodus 20. By that time, the Israelites are liberated people, newly free from a generation of slavery in Egypt. God doesn't just drop a list of rules onto them out of the blue. He first reminds them of what he has done, delivering them with a mighty hand. He essentially says, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore, here are some you can live in covenant with me. That's a remarkable context. The law is given in the midst of God's saving act. When we read the 10 Commandments carefully, we notice that they are split into two categories. The first 4 focuses on our love for God. Each of these 4 transform our vertical relationship with God, teaching us reverence and reliance on Him. Then comes the final 6, which addresses our relationship with each other. These commandments protect the bonds we share with families and friends and wider community. Without these principles, human society deteriorate quickly, as history has repeatedly shown. So, when Paul writes, he who loves another has fulfilled the law, he is telling us that God's law, far from being harsh legal code, is actually all about nurturing a loving relationship. God wants us to love Him wholeheartedly and extend that same love and respect to others. This week, let's think about how our obedience can be motivated by love rather than any obligation. Ask yourself, am I keeping God's commandment out of fear or habit, or am I doing it because I loved Him and value others? When love is central, the law becomes not a burden, but a path to a deeper, richer relationship. And that is the nugget. Thank you for studying. I will see you tomorrow.